Whoa. Huh. Excuse me there. I had to get adjusted. Hello and welcome, everyone, to the weekend preview. Today is September 14th, 2014. I'm Darkside Phil, and first of all, I've got a different setup again. I'm still adjusting stuff and still trying to perfect this whole layout here in the office. Excuse me. My mic now, as you can see, now has this cool, what they call a wind guard. See that? Pretty wild, right? So it makes it look like a big puffy microphone, basically. And it's supposed to stop you guys from hearing air, like, for example, my fan that's blowing right now because it was in the 80s today in Washington State. Hopefully, you don't hear the fan blowing, and it's getting rid of that ambient noise, and all you can hear is me talking, okay? Ever improving. Every week I try something a little different, and we're going to get this perfected hopefully soon, okay? So, welcome to the weekend preview. What a week we just had, and what a week we're about to have, because this is a weird transitional period. Last year, if you remember, we had the beginning of the hardcore gaming season with Grand Theft Auto 5, and it was insanely huge. Everyone played it. It's all anyone talked about. Grand Theft Auto, Grand Theft Auto, Grand Theft Auto, Grand Theft Auto. And basically for 2 weeks, that's what I played. The whole beginning of September was Grand Theft Auto 5, right? And then after that, I basically played some of the other stuff that had happened during that time for the rest of the month that I didn't get to play because I was playing Grand Theft Auto 5. This year, not so much. This year is a much different year with the hardcore gaming season, and I hate to say it, but it's been a really slow start, with a lot of stuff that unfortunately didn't seem to pan out very well. This week we had Destiny, so the huge, overhyped, oh my god, everything. You look on TV, you look on the internet, you look on your phone, you look on your ass, and somehow someone tattooed a Destiny ad on your ass, okay? That's how overhyped this game was. And let me put it this way. I'm not going to give you my full thoughts on the game now that I've completed the campaign and done some of the multiplayer until I review it, because this week I will be reviewing it, and that's actually what we're going to talk about here in the weekend preview. Okay? But, it was a letdown in a lot of ways, I think, from what people were expecting. For some people, they still think it's amazing. For others, a whole other group of people who thought it was going to be amazing are very disappointed. And I think that dichotomy created, really, I don't think there's anyone with Destiny who's like middle of the road. It's either like, I love it or I hate it, which is kind of weird. You never get, it's very hard to get a game that's that polarizing. And by the way, the game sold over $500 million worth of profit. Or not profit, I'm sorry, over $500 million worth of just selling price. So they did make up their budget that they put into the game, but the question is, overall, over time, will people say this is a game that's great and we want to keep playing it and they'll keep working on it and improving it, or in 2 months are we going to forget about this game, okay? So, with this past week, everyone was like, what's going to happen? And I'm going to be honest, I kind of deflated a little bit. It kind of went a little weird, right? Because I think a lot of people were hoping this is it. This is going to be the beginning of the hardcore gaming season. We're going to start it with a bang like we did last year with Grand Theft Auto, and then they played Destiny, and they were kind of like, meh. And I think that's kind of the real way to describe the whole situation around Destiny. Meh. I don't hate it, but is it something amazing? And that's kind of the consensus that it seems to be coming out of everyone. Common opinion for this game, okay? So, here's the deal. Because last week, here's what happened. I played Destiny, the co-op campaign, with different people every day, and I did a little bit of the multiplayer. I got to maybe around level 18, I think, by the end of the game. And they announced, oh, there's going to be this new content, Raid Mode, coming out next week. It's cooperative, it's going to be fun. Oh, Raid Mode, I want to check it out. Oh, by the way, to play Raid Mode, you have to be level 26, which requires you to grind to level 20, which is the max level cap, then continuously play the game and not leveling anymore until you randomly grind and find good gear that allows you to artificially boost your level to level 26. If you hit level 26, then you can participate in the raid. If you never hit level 26, tough titties. To which I say, well, Bungie, tough titties to you. Because I'm not going to continuously grind in this game and waste all this time this weekend and this week to get to level 26 in the hopes that I can play in this raid mode. If you actually wanted people to experience that mode, you should have made an entry-level raid mode that everyone can participate in so they know what the game mode is, and then have a premium one at high level so people will work towards it. Not, oh, drop everything you did for the week to try to hit level 26 and play raid mode, okay? So I was hoping and planning to do raid mode this week, and that's kind of off the table at this point. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's just kind of tossed off the table because I'm not going to be spending 8 to 10 to 12 more hours just grinding for gear in the hopes that I hit level 26. It's not worth it, in my opinion. Okay? It's not worth it. The other thing is, if you guys have not seen Hate Live yet from this past week, oh my goodness, you have to watch it, because a lot of stuff comes up, very important stuff. I basically open up my heart and speak from the heart about myself and some of the stuff that's been going on recently, and to give you my honest opinions. I make a few apologies, because I did feel that they were in order. That I've been kind of overly negative on a lot of things and using you guys as a way to bitch rather than to give you entertaining content. You don't want to hear me bitch all day. You want entertaining content. And by the way, the Back in the Day segment on Hate Live this past week is basically being collectively voted as the best one I've ever done. So if you love the Back in the Day segments, you're going to love this one, okay? But as a direct result of that Hate Live, there's some changes that have come into effect that I want to let everyone know. Number one, the pre-streams are going to be shorter from now on. So you may have noticed the past couple of days, if you attended my streams, you're like, damn, he didn't talk for 20, 30 minutes bitching about stuff. He actually just kind of talked a little bit about what was going to be on stream, and then he started the stream. And that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. I don't want to make you guys wait, okay? Number two, I am going to start doing things with video editing. And what I mean by that is I'm going to start doing more highly edited videos. I discussed the possibility of maybe doing the best of, when I do a big playthrough that's a good one and there's lots of funny parts and good stuff in it, that I would do a best of montage after I complete the playthrough, so you guys can see the best parts and then maybe go watch the whole playthrough as a result of that if you want to. In addition, I have a new capture device for the iPad and iPhone, and I really am interested in doing a walkthrough video for this mobile game WWE Supercard that I've been playing a hell of a lot of recently. And in addition to that, we still got the Hateful Truth of Destiny that I really want to get to this week. So we got a ton of stuff that I got to get to this week that I want to do. But if you noticed, all the stuff that I just mentioned is not gameplay. It's not just me sitting here on the couch playing a game and streaming it. So what that means is that if I'm going to work on those projects this week, I need time to do it. I need to step away from ongoing gameplay in order to work on those projects. So right now I'm going to kind of explain to you what I'm planning to do this week, and I hope that you guys like it. If you don't, I hope you let me know. I want to know exactly what you're looking for. What would you prefer to see this week, okay? Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, here's the deal. Tonight, well, first of all, let me talk about today. Earlier today, I actually played Ultra Street Fighter 4, and this was a very unique stream. And the reason that this was unique is because unlike the past 2 months that I've been playing Ultra Street Fighter 4, this was a stream where I was going to focus only on the characters that I felt were characters that I could play with and get better with and eventually do well in the game with. So it was probably around 6 characters that I was kind of rotating around. I think it was actually 7 characters total that was rotating around today on the stream. I played more Ultra Street Fighter 4 today than I ever have before since I moved to Washington. 55 matches, okay? That's a lot of Street Fighter. So 55 matches of Ultra Street Fighter 4. And I'll be honest, some of them were incredibly laggy, and I got frustrated as fuck, and I yelled and screamed at the top of my lungs because I hate the fact that I can play this game for 2 hours and have a bunch of great matches, and then all of a sudden, all the matches go downhill and are laggy as fuck after that. Some people are telling me it's probably Comcast internet, that there's a peak hour, that when it hits it, more people are on the internet, and so the quality of the internet goes down. It could be, but I'm just frustrated because I actually started off strong and then ended up losing a ton of matches because I couldn't fucking do anything because of lag. So these 55 matches actually are higher quality than a lot of my stuff up to now, because earlier I was just trying to learn characters, and a lot of the times I was losing a lot and getting bodied by people, just completely being outplayed. And not to say that I wasn't outplayed a lot today, but it's more of a balance, and ultimately I did have way more wins than losses today on the stream. So already 15 of those matches have gone live on DSP Gaming today, and over the course of this week, you're going to see 10 new matches a day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So for those of you who've been waiting, gee, I want to see how Phil has improved. I haven't really checked out his Street Fighter stuff in a few weeks, or, man, Phil really did good with Zangief when he played with him a month and a half ago, but he hasn't played with him since then. I wonder what would happen if he played with him again. You're going to see that on these videos. You're going to see that the return to Blanca, Ryu, Zangief, Rolento, M. Bison, Rose, and Goken were the characters that I picked. So you're definitely going to like these videos, and I think that you should definitely check them out as they go live over the course of this week on DSP Gaming, okay? So I just wanted to throw that out there. That is coming this week, okay? Tonight, right after the weekend preview, I'm going to upload the weekend preview, and then we're going to jump into Tomadachi Life again. Tonight's stream is going to be excellent because not only am I going to be doing the stuff that I've already done in the game, such as, oh, help the Miis and do this, I'm going to be creating at least one, if not two, new Islanders this week. And they're going to join the cast, and we're going to see exactly how they integrate into the cast of people that are already in Tomadachi Life. And I've got, excuse me, I did ask for requests. I only got about 12 requests, unfortunately, on my forums, thekingofhate.com. But I'm going to go out of those, and we're going to pick 2 of those requests from the forums and make some characters. Maybe at least 1, if not 2, tonight, okay? Keep in mind, I do also post up VR codes for the characters. I'm sorry, QR codes for the characters that I've created in the game. If you own Tomadachi Life and you want to add them to your own game, you can do that on stream or on the videos tonight as well. Okay, so now let's start talking about tomorrow, because this is really where we start to get into the different stuff that we're going to be doing this week. Tomorrow's first stream, I do want to jump back into Tales of Exillia 2. It's been over a week since I played the game. People are saying I'm about halfway through the game, roughly. Really, the reason that the game is so long is because you have to do all the side content in order to get enough money to progress to the next stage of the game. Well, people are saying, you know, in general, I'm doing a good job. I'm able to kill the elite monsters. I'm doing all the side content. And it is an incredibly long playthrough. But I'm enjoying the game. And I want to play more Tomadachi Life. More Tomadachi Life. I want to play more Tales of Exillia 2 tomorrow. I know this is a playthrough that's going on for a long time. I'm not going to give up on it. I like it, regardless of the fact if anyone really is, there's a huge group watching it or not, which there isn't. I want to play it. And this is continuing tomorrow on first stream. Okay? So you're going to get about 4 hours of Tales of Exillia 2 on first stream tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow's second stream is not going to happen. There's no second stream tomorrow. And the reason there's no second stream tomorrow night is because I want to do some of this video editing project that I talked about. So what I'm going to do, and I don't know how this is going to turn out, but for the first time in a long time, I think I may do a Hateful Truth review of Destiny that isn't just me sitting here and talking, okay? What I'm thinking is that I may actually do a Hateful Truth review where it has the intro, and then it's footage of the game with just my voice superimposed over it, and or the instrumental music of the game behind it, okay? And I think it shouldn't take me much longer than, say, roughly 2 hours to do a Hateful Truth like that. But the thing is, my computer right now is much better than my old computer, so I should be able to handle it. The problem is, my video editing software that I use is crap, and it may crash. I'm hoping it doesn't. I'm hoping that because I'm not going to be doing video over video, I'm just going to be doing one video and then maybe dubbing stuff. It'll be a lot easier, and it won't crash and have issues. So I want to try that with this Hateful Truth, okay? I want to see how I could do it. Maybe for roughly 2 hours, I can whip this together for you and get the Hateful Truth for Destiny released tomorrow on the King of Hate Vlogs. Okay? Tuesday, there is a new release. The new release this week is Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Shippuden Flying Ninja Kick. Fucking suck a lemon, eat some fucking pears. Ultimate Flying Dragon Nonsense Edition. I don't know. I don't even know what the fucking name of the game is, because at this point, the names of these games are so ridiculous. It's like, what the fuck am I playing? I don't know, but there's a new Naruto game coming out this Tuesday. Okay? A new Naruto game. From what I've heard, unfortunately, and I do say unfortunately because I think the playthrough that I did of that other Naruto game last year went well because it had a lot of story, this one apparently doesn't have a lot of story. This one apparently is focused primarily on just new characters in combat, as almost like an expansion to the last one. People are saying there is kind of a mini campaign in it, but it's nowhere near as fleshed out as the last one was. So as much as I would like to say this is going to be an awesome epic level, just as good as the last Naruto playthrough, I don't know. I don't know how this one's going to go. I liked playing the last game, but I don't know how this one honestly is going to go, so we're going to have to see, okay? Okay. So that's going to be Tuesday's first stream. Tuesday's second stream is going to be the return of Layton versus Wright. So yes, I am continuing on that playthrough. By the way, people told me, you're not even halfway through that game. And I'm like, I'm 20 hours into it, and I'm not halfway through it. Like, how fucking long is this game? And not to say that I'm not having fun, but I'm going to be honest. The voice acting does strain my voice, which is why I'm actually not doing Leighton versus Wright as first stream on Monday, because I don't want to completely strain my voice and not be able to do the hateful truth for Destiny. And number two, the court cases take too fucking long. I'm sorry, but no, I don't want to sit there for 5 hours to get through one portion of the court case. Like, that is just ridiculous. And this is why, honestly, I quit playing Phoenix Wright 3 years ago and only just picked it up earlier this year because it was too fucking long and drawn out and I didn't enjoy it. And that's the problem. It's like a dichotomy. In some cases, I really like Phoenix Wright. In other cases, I don't. And this is a case where I think the game is going to be way too fucking long because they're dragging shit out too fucking long. So, I am going to continue doing Leighton vs. Wright. Second stream on Tuesday. On Wednesday, probably again, Naruto will be first stream, okay? Second stream on Wednesday is up in the air. And the reason I say that is because there's two other projects that I could potentially do this week. One would be the best of Destiny. What I would do is go through all my footage of Destiny and kind of do a montage of the best moments. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't think there were like a ton of amazingly epic funny moments. I think that maybe, at most, I could show you maybe 3 to 4 minutes of little snippets of stuff that happened with big scale boss fights, co-op that worked well, maybe an epic fail or two, because I remember one in particular that was pretty funny. But really, when it comes down to it, there's not that much to show you guys. You know, if you played Borderlands, you know what the game is. Shoot everything. Just keep fucking shooting everything, okay? If this were a different game, if I did a best of montage, it might make more sense because there'd be more stuff to show you. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of amazingly great stuff to show you, so I'm not sure if this is the right game to start an epic montage of the best of, okay? And the other option of what I can do is I could work on and create that walkthrough video for WWE Supercard, the app on iPad and iPhone. And I think that that would be awesome because I could show you some insider tips that I know that a lot of people don't realize about the game. People are actually spending tons of money on this game. I kid you not. Like, they're dropping $50 a pop to get legendary cards, and then they're not leveling the cards properly, so they go to fight and they lose. And it's like, if you're going to drop hundreds of dollars on a mobile game, you probably should figure out how the game works so that you're not wasting money and then losing anyway. So I could give like big tips on earlier stuff and high-level stuff that I think people who are playing the game will appreciate. But again, that's going to take some time. I need to capture the video. I need to edit the video. I need to do voiceovers. There's a lot of work I have to do to get that to go. So that could be second stream on Wednesday as well. Or there is an option 3 here, okay? There is an option 3. And this might be what people want to see more than anything else, and this is why I kind of need people's feedback, okay? There is a game that I had interest in way back at the end of August, okay? It was a game that I never had an opportunity to play, but a ton of people actually asked me to play when it was brand new, but I was so busy with other stuff, I didn't really know too much about it, and I just never got around to it. And now, years later, the game got re-released for consoles, the modern next-gen consoles. The game that I'm talking about is Metro Redux, or however the hell you say it, right? Which basically means that the game is Metro 2033 and Metro First Light, Metro Last Light, together in like an HD collection. Now, I never played the first Metro, and I heard tons of good things about this game, okay? So, for me, I'm thinking in my head, well, let me think about this. I could spend time doing a best of montage of Destiny that really might not be that entertaining. I could work on this WWE Supercard walkthrough that I think would be helpful. Or I could start Metro 2033, and what I could do is maybe do that as second stream on Wednesday, maybe do it as first stream on Friday, and if I don't beat it by then, maybe finish it off on Saturday. So there's potential. I heard it's only 10 hours long. There's potential that I could do that. So the question is, what do I do this week? And it really does, it's a toss-up. I'm not sure what people want to see me do. So what I would like you to do, in the comments of this video, and on Twitter, @TheyCallMeDSP, send me your opinion on what you want to see on Wednesday. Do you want to see me start Metro 2033 and play that all week and finish it off? Or would you rather see me do these edited projects? What is more your cup of tea? Because eventually I am going to do the edited projects anyway, but the question is, do I do another playthrough that I wanted to do and haven't had an opportunity to do yet, or do I do these edited things and see how these catch on, okay? So that's the deal. I need your help, all right? Continuing on, Thursday, we've got Ask the King. Ask the King, yeah, I know. Didn't that creep up on us? It seems like we just did it, Ask the King, but no, a month has passed. It's time for another episode of Ask the King, and I need to ask you guys, please, please, please post up your questions on my forums, on thekingofhate.com. There is a link to that. I'll probably put a link in the description of this video if you're watching this on YouTube, so you can just go right there and post up your questions, or just go to thekingofhate.com, click on the forums, go into the DSP Gaming section, and in there, under the King of Hate Vlogs, is the Ask the King thread for this week. I need more questions. Last I checked, I only had about 60, but I did mention it on another video, so I might have more than that now. I usually like to have around 150, because when 150 is a good number for me to go through. It takes about an hour to an hour and a half for me to go through them, pick the best ones, and usually I have enough for Ask the King. So, please post up your questions, and Ask the King will be first stream this Thursday. Second stream on Thursday is going to be dependent on how did the week go. Should I continue on with edited videos? Do you want to see more Metro 2033? Right? Should I do more Naruto for second stream maybe on Thursday? I don't know. It all is going to depend on how the week is turning out. How's Naruto? How are people receiving it? Did I start Metro? Etc. Okay? And then Friday is going to be a balance, again, between am I still playing Naruto or not? Am I playing Metro 2033 or not? And if I'm not playing either of them, Layton versus Wright. Okay? So that's kind of the balance for the week. You're definitely going to see more Tales of Exillia 2 tomorrow. You're definitely going to get the Hateful Truth review of Destiny. You're definitely going to get Naruto and Layton versus Wright on Tuesday. Wednesday is kind of up in the air dependent on your feedback. Would you rather have me do edited projects or Metro 2033? Thursday is Ask the King and the continuation of one of the 3 possible games that I'm playing. Friday will be a combination of the 2 games, and then again, of course, Saturday will be dependent on how I did in those games. Sunday, we will be doing more Ultra Street Fighter 4, okay? Today, I had fun playing. I learned a little bit. The more I play, the more I learn. What I'm also learning is that the lag sets in about the second half of the stream. So I'm going to try to stream earlier and be on time this coming Sunday. I know today I was late because I was making pasta sauce. But hopefully next week I'll be on time. We'll be able to stream earlier, finish earlier, and the internet won't be all effed up for the end of the stream, okay? So, and then of course, the week in preview and Tomadachi Life next week as well. So that's kind of the rough schedule for this week, all right? And I apologize that I don't have a 100% guaranteed solid schedule for you. I wish there was more going on. This is a pretty slow hardcore gaming season so far. I'm going to be honest with you guys. And the stuff that has come out has been quite disappointing. Like, I really was hoping Destiny was going to be something different and something great. And I was going to be doing the raids this weekend. It just fell flat on its face. Really, after one playthrough, it's like, it's just the same repetitive stuff that was in Borderlands and other stuff, so why am I going to go back to it? But I will say this, there is a silver lining, because, hold on and let me check here. Next week. Oh yeah, next week's a good one. So next week, we've got the final Dark Souls 2 DLC, which I know not a lot of people are watching me play, you know, but hey, I like them. We've got FIFA. Yes, I am 100% playing FIFA. People want me to play it again. I said, okay, I will play it. And later on that week, we've got Hyrule Warriors, which is that mishmash combination between The Legend of Zelda and Dynasty Warriors. So that week, at least, we'll have 3 different things to do, and they'll have a little bit of variety and a little bit of refreshment in there, right? The week after that, I believe, is actually Lord of the Rings Shadows of Mordor, and I believe there's, is it Forza? Forza Horizons or something? No, some game for Xbox One, an exclusive driving game, I know. And then after that, once we hit October, forget it. We're in overdrive. Every week, multiple releases that people want to see. I'm going to be doing my best to juggle 100 games at once. October is going to be out of control. I do apologize that really September has kind of been a slow letdown, and there really hasn't been too much going on in like an entertainment factor. If anything, I'll say probably the best thing that I did in September so far is this past, yesterday actually, I played the Super Smash Bros. 3DS demo. I played with all 5 characters, and I actually liked the game a lot. I was like, wow, this is fun to play with the different characters. I can't wait till the full retail game is out, and I can go through the whole roster, okay? So that was actually kind of fun, quite fun. If you want to check that out, that is on my YouTube channel, DSP Gaming, already as well. But outside of that, there hasn't been a lot. I'm really hoping that you guys will check out Naruto this week. that you'll let me know your thoughts. Do you want to see me do edited content, or do you want to see me play Metro 2033? And I'll basically go off of common opinion there and do basically what people are saying they want to see. And we'll go from there, all right, everybody? All right, so that's going to wrap up the weekend preview for tonight. Thanks very much. I know this was a long one. Thank you very much for putting up, because I know there was so much to talk about. And I'll see you next week for another weekend preview. I hope to see you all this week for new gameplay. And please post up your questions for Ask the King. It's critical that you do, because if I don't get enough questions, I don't get a good selection, and then the episode, unfortunately, isn't as good as previous ones. People have been loving Hate Live, and people have been loving Ask the King. So please submit your questions, and we'll have a good one this coming Thursday, okay? That's it, everyone. Thanks a lot. I'm going to end the weekend preview, and we're going to jump into Tomadachi Life on stream. I hope you'll check that out over on DSP Gaming if you can't make the stream tonight. And that is it. Peace out. See you later.